Man, this year's wide receiver class is so good. It's so good. I've had the pleasure of watching guys like Drake London and Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave just whoop ass every single week. True elite talents and future fantasy studs, current fantasy studs, but what inspires the opposite effect? Watching Sunday Night Football. One of the worst football games I have had. What's the opposite of pleasure? I have had the disgrace of watching live a 10-11 thriller. San Francisco versus Denver. I cannot possibly be out on the Denver Broncos any more than I am right now. This marks Russell Wilson's third shitty game. It marks Javonte Williams' second straight underwhelming game. It marks Jerry Jeudy's second straight dud. I'm out on all these guys. As for Javonte, alright, listen. I love the talent as much as the next guy. After week 1, when he had an incredible 11 catches on 12 targets, he's had back-to-back weeks under 10 points. He's gotten 15 carries, but he hasn't done much of those carries. And this offense is so bad that if he's getting 15 carries and not very many targets, he's not going to be scoring touchdowns in this shitty-ass offense. Where does he return value? It looks like another year where Javonte Williams is clearly an incredibly talented running back, but he's going to be a little bit underwhelming for fantasy's sake. As for Jerry Jeudy, this is his second straight week with a dud. Absolutely nothing. He could have had a big play, but Wilson missed him. But Russell Wilson just doesn't look good either. Cortland Sutton looks pretty good, but I mean, let's get back to Russell Wilson. He has 184 yards, and yeah, zero touchdowns. The only touchdown of the day goes to Melvin Gordon, classic Javonte Williams. What's the word? Like, he just gets fucked over, you know. But I mean, that's expected. Russell Wilson has 20 completions for 184 yards and 0 touchdowns. He has 2 touchdowns on the year. He has yet to eclipse 350 passing yards in the game. Yet to eclipse, I just said that. He has 2 touchdowns in 3 games. Not very good for a guy like him. I'm just out. I'm out. He appears to like Cortland Sutton, and I think he's the clearly superior talent. But man, get away from Jerry Jeudy. Is he a buy low or is he a sell low? It depends on your team, right? If the guy in your league is holding on to Jerry Jeudy's name value and hoping that he'll still be good with Russell Wilson, you don't want him. In fact, he's not gonna live up to that. But yeah, I'm really out on Jerry Jeudy. I don't know what to say. He's Jerry Jeudy is so not him. Devontae Smith is better. Every Alabama receiver is better. Henry Ruggs is better. You know what I'm saying? Julio Jones is better. Amari Cooper is better. He's just not that dude. I don't want Jerry Jeudy. And my God, you spent such a high pick on him. He was going in the Amon-Ra St. Brown range. I mean, come on, bro. What's going on here? But as for the other side of the ball, San Francisco, what a disgraceful team we have on this side too. Jeff Wilson has a pretty big game. George Kittle has his 4 catches. God, this team it's so not inspiring. Jimmy G had the Dan Orlovsky safety. Jimmy G, 211 yards and 1 touchdown. It's like Russell Wilson was doing his best Jimmy G game manager impression, and it was just so ugly. Debo has 12 points. Ayuk has 12 points. This team, it's just so uninspiring. I don't want anybody on this team. I don't want anybody on the Broncos. These offenses are so underwhelming, and I don't see the upside when it's such a game manager approach, especially when like the running backs. I mean, Jeff Wilson, yeah, he's startable, but he's nothing special. Javonte and Melvin Gordon, they just can't apply each other. Both these teams are just so shitty to own on fantasy. I hated watching this game. Sunday Night Football was a tragedy, and I hated it.